This is the chemistry class for class 10th, chapter 1, chemical reactions and equations. Last time we have studied about combination reactions. We have started with types of reactions. This is the second type of reaction, which is known as decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction means where a single reactant breaks into its components. This is a single reactant on the left hand side, LHS, and there are two products which are formed on RHS, that is right hand side. So those reactions in which a single reactant breaks to give two or more products is known as decomposition reactions. Now decomposition reactions, they are of three types. First one is thermal decomposition. Thermal means heat. Thermal decomposition means if the decomposition is carried out with the help of heat, we call it as thermal decomposition. If the decomposition is carried out with the help of electricity, it is known as electrolysis. And if the decomposition is carried out with the help of sunlight, it is known as photolysis. Photo means light, so this is known as photolysis. These are the three types of decomposition reactions. We'll take them one by one. First, let us study about thermal decomposition. Now, if I heat calcium carbonate, CaCO3, and if I heat this, I will get calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas is evolved. Common name of calcium oxide is quicklime. So, on heating calcium carbonate, we get calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas is evolved. And how to test carbon dioxide gas? This turns lime water milky. This is the most common test which we perform in lab for finding out whether the gas evolved is carbon dioxide or not. So it is carbon dioxide gas turns lime water milky. Another reaction is if we take FeSO4 crystals. FeSO4 crystals are having 7 molecules of water, and that's why they are green in color. Okay, and when we heat these FeSO4 crystals, it loses its water molecules and this becomes FeSO4. This FeSO4 ferrous sulfate is known as anhydrous ferrous sulfate. Anhydrous means without water, and this is having a dirty white color, right? And if we further heat this FeSO4, which is anhydrous FeSO4, if we further heat this, we'll get a brown colored compound which is known as ferric oxide, Fe2O3, plus two gases are evolved, sulfur dioxide plus sulfur trioxide. These two gases are evolved, and this sulfur dioxide is having the smell of burning sulfur. This is a property of this gas, that it is having the smell of burning sulfur, right? Then we come to another reaction in which what we do is we take lead nitrate. We take lead nitrate in this. Let me write the reaction for you. This is PbNO3 whole twice. Lead nitrate powder is white in color. Now if we take this white powder in the test tube and we burn it on the flame, then what happens is lead oxide is formed plus two gases are evolved. One is nitrogen dioxide and another is oxygen gas. Here you can see we burn lead nitrate, and on burning this lead nitrate white powder, what is left behind is lead oxide, which is yellow in color, and brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide gas are evolved. This is recognized with the help of brown fumes, and these are the oxygen gas fumes, okay, which are colorless. Oxygen is a colorless gas, nitrogen dioxide is having brown fumes, and lead oxide is yellow in color. So this is another example of thermal decomposition reaction. Now let us see another type of decomposition reaction, which is known as electrolysis. Here what we do is we take a plastic mug, and in this plastic mug we drill two holes. From here we put the rubber stopper here afterwards, and we take two graphite rods. Now these are brown colored ones. These are the graphite rods, or we can say these are carbon rods. Graphite rods here. Then what we do is insert these graphite rods here, connect the electrodes to the battery. This is a 6-volt battery which we have connected here, and fill half of the mug with water and add few drops of water, few drops of dilute sulfuric acid. So this is known as acidulated water. The water which we have taken here is known as acidulated water. We have added acid to this so that it becomes conducting. Water is a conductor, but still we add few drops of acid to it so that it becomes more conducting. This is known as acidulated water. Now what we do is fill half of the mug with water and add few drops of dilute sulfuric acid, and then invert graduated test tubes here containing water on both the electrodes and pass current through the voltameter. This complete apparatus is known as voltameter. Now on switching on this, when we pass a current through this voltameter, we will see the bubbles of the gases being evolved. Hydrogen is evolved at cathode. Okay, here this is hydrogen, okay, and this is oxygen. Oxygen is evolved at anode. This is anode. Anode is positive electrode, and this is cathode, which is negative electrode. So we'll see the gases evolved here, and the volume of hydrogen is double than that of oxygen. So the reaction that takes place is here, this is 2H2O, which is naturally a liquid. On passing the electric current, it gives us 2H2 plus oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen gases are evolved. This is known as electrolysis, that is breaking off the compound into its components with the help of electric current. This is known as electrolysis. Now the third type of decomposition is known as photolysis. Photolysis means the lysis or the breaking which happens because of sunlight. Now here what we do is we take silver chloride here. This is AgCl, silver chloride. If it is kept in sunlight, this silver chloride is a white powder. So if we keep it in sunlight, then chlorine gas is evolved. Okay, and what is left here is silver. This is grey in color. You can see here, this is grey in color. So this, the reaction is AgCl, silver chloride, which is a solid. If we keep it in sunlight, then it decomposes into silver plus chlorine gases evolved. So this is a reaction. This silver chloride is white in color and it changes to grey color because of the formation of silver. Then another reaction is AgBr, silver bromide. This is light yellow in color. This is light yellow in color, and if we keep it in sunlight, then again it decomposes into silver and bromine gas. Silver is okay, Ag plus Br2. This is formed. Bromine gas is evolved, and this light yellow colored silver bromide changes to again grey color, which is of silver. So this is known as photolysis, and that's why these silver halides are stored in colored bottles so that they don't decompose. This is also a most common question which is asked in exams, that why the silver halides are stored in dark colored bottles. And these reactions of photolysis, they are used in black and white photography also. Okay. Now hope you have understood this decomposition reaction. Now let us see the assignment for today. Assignment is, question number 1 is, a solution of the substance X is used for whitewashing. First part is, name the substance X and write its formula. Second is, write the reaction of the substance X with water. Question number 2 is, with the help of an experiment, show that in the electrolysis of acidulated water, the volume of one gas is twice the volume of the other gas, and you have to name the gas. Question number 3 is, why are decomposition reactions called the opposite of combination reactions? Write equations for each. This you have to do in your chemistry register. Okay, thank you.